There are many people involved in ministry who are ignorant about God. And that's why there are many messed up ministers, messed up ministries. No God. Remember that ministry is God's work, done by God's people through God's power for God's purpose. The question here is, do you know God's purpose? It pains me every time I see people who should know better speaking about something that clearly is not God's purpose. It's not God's purpose. God has no business with this. God has no business with it. Somebody says he's a prophet, and his prophecy is not aimed at helping the people to worship God. Because if you check all the prophets in scriptures, that was one of the fundamental reasons for existence. And maybe in next week's class, when I'm teaching on gifts and callings, I will explain. How can somebody's prophecy only expose sin, make people feel bad, make people feel hopeless? I was watching one the other day. I was crying and in my heart cursing at the same time. A so-called man of God come out and say, if you don't give that offering, you will die. And the woman was saying, yes, Papa, yes, Papa. He said you will die more than, I'm not exaggerating, more than 25 times. You will die. The man said, yes, Papa, you will die. Yes, Papa. He said, I see a coffin right now, a witch is sitting on your head. You will die. The woman said, yes, Papa. Because she no give offering. Is God's purpose? What is that why God gives the gift of prophecy? To make people die? And how stupid are you, oh woman, that somebody is saying you will die and you are saying yes, Papa? Are people not crazy? Somebody says you will die, you are saying yes, Papa. Yes, Papa. Yes, Papa. But people don't understand the purpose of God. Jesus says, I have not come to destroy lives, but to save lives. When I see so-called ministry that is not aimed at building God's people, edifying God's people, saving God's people, you ask yourself, are you doing God's work? Is this work for God's purpose or your own purpose? The way I examine a man's ministry is to confirm the purpose of the work. Why is the work existing? That's all. Once I can confirm the purpose of the work, I can confirm if it's God's work, if it's ministry or not. When I see a church built and everything done there is towards raising money, you know this is not ministry. This is a business center. Just call it what it is. It's a shop. A shop. You sell prayers, you sell counseling, you sell anointing oil, you sell answering, you sell preaching. They give 6 offerings every Sunday. For goodness sake, what is that? It's a shop. Just call it what it is. Rhema Chapel Business Enterprise International. No problem. Let's know what it is. It's a business center. Come on. People don't know God. You say God told you to do this thing? God told you to do this thing? To carry everybody in a river and bath them? God? People don't know God. Begin from knowing God. You see, these things we are laughing at today, you will repeat them if you don't know God. You will do stupid things. In heaven, when your book is open, they'll say, bro, come, let me show you the tip. You will be crying. Oh, no. Are you not going to know God now? You will disgrace your generation and your grandfather. No God. Every error in ministry can be traced to ignorance of God. How to begin? You begin by knowing God. How did the apostles begin ministry? They were with Jesus. Intimacy with Jesus established their knowledge of God. What did Jesus teach them? In teaching them ministry, he taught them parables of the kingdom of God that revealed the nature, the character, the purpose of God to them. That's how they began ministry. They were understanding God. That's the idea of going to a Bible school. Unfortunately, many so-called Bible schools are just denominational education centers. People come to learn dogmas and doctrines of their particular denomination. Is that the Bible school? Is this Bible school? Someone who goes to Bible school for years, he doesn't know God. In fact, he's more confused about God than he was at the beginning. If Bible school will destroy your life, just sit down with Bible, read Bible. Are you listening to me? Some people have gone to Bible school and learned rather. They taught you this? Yeah. It was Kenneth Hagin that said, if the local church will do its job, there will be no need for Bible schools.